Have you ever felt like you're running fast, but going nowhere? What happens if you never stop, never rest, never ask yourself, why am I even running? There was once a man who thought he was chasing success until he stepped onto a treadmill that led absolutely nowhere. A young man in his late 20s came to the monastery a few months ago. He walked in with confidence, neatly dressed, wearing a smartwatch, quick to speak, sharp in his gaze. He introduced himself as a tech guy, product lead at a growing startup, crypto investor, gym at 6, podcast while cooking. On paper, he was winning. But when he sat down in front of me, his voice softened barely above a whisper. He said, "I feel like I'm on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. I'm running hard, but I'm not getting anywhere." I asked, "What happens if you stop running?" He didn't hesitate. "I'll fall behind. People will pass me. I'll lose momentum." I nodded. Then I asked a different question. "What happens if you never stop?" This time, he blinked. He had no answer. I led him to the back of the monastery, to an old storage room that we rarely use. Inside, there was an old, beat-up treadmill someone had once donated. It barely worked. We plugged it in. The belt stuttered, and then began spinning fast and loud, but directionless. I looked at him and said, "Step on." He looked puzzled. "It doesn't go anywhere." I nodded. "Exactly." I told him, "No matter how fast it spins, you're still in the same spot. But your body doesn't know that. It just thinks it's trying to survive. So it keeps running exhausted, anxious, always bracing for the next jolt." He stared at the machine, quiet. Then, after a long breath, he said something I will never forget. "I thought I was chasing growth, but I've just been running away from stillness." He stayed at the monastery for a few more days. He didn't check his inbox, didn't count his steps. He just slowed down. Not because he gave up, but because for the first time, he wanted to walk towards something real. You see, in your life, you can't outrun emptiness. You can't hustle your way out of inner misalignment. Sometimes the most radical thing you can do isn't speeding up. It's stepping off the treadmill and asking yourself, why was I running in the first place? Thank you for listening to this story from Golden Bell Dharma. If you see yourself somewhere in this journey, allow yourself a moment of stillness. One pause, one breath, might be the first step back home to your true self. Don't forget to like, share this story with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more wisdom that touches the soul.